Hello. This is a part 3 about number rationalize surds. We will learn how to rationalize surds. Before starting with this, we have one question here, question 1. It's important to solve it again. Here it's about subtraction 2 surds. First of all, as you know, this is not like terms, so what we will do, we will do them like terms. So square root 300 is no more than square root of 3 times 100. I need to have one complete square number, and we have 100. It is a complete square number because it's 10 times 10, and here we have it under the square root 3 times square root 100, which is equal to square root 3 times 10 equal 10 square root 3. Now for square root 192, we have to find 3 times a number will get 192. So dividing 192 by 3, you will get 64 times. Here we have a 64. Yes, 64 times 3. 64 times 3. You can use a calculator or long division, you will find it 64. So here 64 times square root of 3. So the idea always, once you are simplifying one of these surds, try to find the surd number and then try to work out the second surd. Like what we did here, we found that there is, after simplifying square root of 300, we found that there is a surd number which is 3. So I have to divide 192 by 3 to get a square number. So we got it like this. Now it is 8 square root 3. Now just take these numbers and put them here. So 7 times. Don't forget that there is 7 times. Here we have 7. So now 7 times 10 to the power of 3 will get 70 square root 3, because 10 times 7 is 70, minus 4 times 8. 4 times 8 is 32 square root 3. So we'll get 38 square root 3. Now second question here, it's the same. This second question will do the same. So 48 is smaller than 108, so start with 48. So 48 is no more than 16 times 3, which is square root of 16 times square root 3, which is equal to 4 square root 3. Do the same for 108. Do the same for 108. By dividing 108 by 3, you will get 36. So 36 times 3, which is square root of 36 square root 3, which is 6 square root 3. Again, yeah. So here 6 times 108, 6 times 6 square root 3, it's 36 square root 3 minus 2 multiplied by 4, you will get 8 square root 3. In this case, we'll get 28 square root 3, because those are like terms. Yes. And now here question 3. Question 3 is different a bit, because we have a surd on bottom, or in denominator. So we have to cancel the root from the denominator. So this is the meaning of rationalized surd. Rationalizing surd, it means no square roots in the bottom, no square root in denominator. So what we will do, multiply both the top and the bottom by the same surd in the denominator. So here we have 8 minus square root of 18, sorry, under the square root 2. So multiply both the top and the bottom by the square root 2. You will get 8 square 2, 8 square root 2 minus 18. 18 is no more than under the square root 9 times 2. Square root of 9 is 3, so 3 square root 2 times square root 2. Dividing by square root 2 times square root 2 is a 1, because square root 2 times square root 2 equals equal 2, sorry, because here it's 2 to the power of half times 2 to the power of half, which is equal 2 to the power of half plus half, which is 1, 2 to the power of 1, which is 2. It's a rule. So it's a rule. So here we have it 2. That's mean here also we have it 2. What we will get is the following. 8 square root 2 minus 6 over 2. You can simplify it by distributing it top over bottom over denominators. That means we will say 8 square root 2 dividing 2. So 8 square root 2 dividing 2 minus 6 over 2 minus 6 over 2. We will get here 4 square root 2, because 8 dividing 2 is 4, so we'll get 4 square root 2 minus 3. In this case they are asking us to find a and the value b with root 2. That means b is equal 4 and a is equal to minus 3. Yes. Again here, sorry, question 4. This one is easy. It's easy to do. So write in the form b square root c. So that means this is multiplied by square root 3. We multiplied by square root 3 by square root 3. We'll get 6 square root 3 dividing 3, and 6 dividing 3 is 2, so 2 square root 3. Here is the same. Rationalize the denominator of 5 over 5 over 2. So here you multiply again by square root 5 by square root 5. You will get here 5 square root 5 dividing 5. 5 cancelled by 5, you will get square root 5. Here you will do the same by multiplying both by square root 7 by square root 7. Question 7 here, it's important. They are asking us to write or express 26 over 4 minus square root 3 in the form of a plus b square root 3. In this case, we should rationalize our expression by multiplying both the top and the bottom by the conjugate, and the conjugate here for the 4 minus square root 3, it's 4 plus square root 3. This is our conjugate here. This is the conjugate of 4 minus square root 3. So multiply both the top and the bottom by 4 plus square root 3. 4 plus square root 3. By the way, 1 plus x, the conjugate of 1 plus x is 1 minus x. So just change the operation from minus to be positive, positive to be minus. So here we'll get a 26 times 4. That means 26 times 4 plus square root 3 dividing by, in this case, once you are multiplying, just multiply here. I will choose another color. So just multiply 4 times 4, you will get 16. Minus times plus is a minus, always minus. So square root 3 times square root 3 is 3. What we will get it here is the following. 26 times times 4 plus square root 3, so 26 times 4 plus square root 3 dividing by 16 minus 3 is 13, and 26 dividing 3 is 2, because 2 times 13, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 1 is 2, so we'll get here 2 times 4 plus square root 3, and they need it in this form, so now expand the brackets, so you will get 8, 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 times square root 3 it's plus 2 square root 3. Yes. Here also you will do rationalize here question for the square root of 49. Here in this part here, what we have it is 2 square root 5 minus 4. Here it's 7 minus 5, which is equal to square root 5 minus 4 dividing 2. 7 minus 5 is 2. You can take out the highest common factor between 2 and 4, which is 2. So 2 times square root 5 minus 2 divided by 2, you will get square root 5 minus 2. So here the rationalize the denominator of 3 over 2 square 3 by 2 plus square root 5. Give your answer in its simplest form. Also, this one is easy, and you can solve it quickly by multiplying both the top and the bottom by 2 conjugate, which is 2 minus square root 5. And you can find the answer easy. Sorry. Yeah, question 9. Question 2 same. Question 10 same. Question 11. Question 11. Let's do question 11. So question 11 here will multiply by the conjugate. The conjugate here is 3 square root 5 plus 3, and 3 square root 5 plus 3. This will give you 36 times 3 square root 5 plus 3 dividing by 3 times 3 is 9 times 5 minus 9, and this will give us 36 times 3 square root 5 plus square root 3 dividing by 45 minus 9 is 36, so it's over 36 here. 36 with 36 will be cancelled, so left over is 3 square root 5 plus 3. Yes. So this is the all that we have, what we have here. Also the same for here, you should multiply by 3 by the conjugate, which is 3 minus 2 square root 3 by 3 minus 2 square root 3, and then you can rationalize the denominators. This is what we have it about rationalize denominator. Don't forget that if we have even square root of 3 plus square root of 5, the conjugate here it's square root 3 minus square root 5, and the conjugate of square root of 3 minus square root of 5 is square root 3 plus square root of 5. As we said before, if we have 1 minus 2x, the conjugate is 1 plus 2x. Thank you very much all, and I hope this will help you in working with sort. Thank you very much all.